We're diving deep into a major development coming out of Assam that's already creating waves across India: the Assam government's recent approval of a Standard Operating Procedure, or SOP, aimed at identifying and deporting illegal immigrants. This step has significant political, social, and economic implications, and it's sparking heated discussions nationwide. So what exactly is this SOP, and why is it such a big deal? The Assam government's new SOP is aimed at streamlining the process by which officials can identify illegal immigrants residing in the state. According to the policy, within just 10 days, authorities must verify, process, and take necessary action to deport individuals found to be in the country illegally. This is part of a broader effort to secure the state's borders, safeguard resources, and protect the rights and identity of local communities. Why is this important? Assam has long been a sensitive region when it comes to migration. The state shares a border with Bangladesh and has historically seen waves of migration that many argue have affected demographics, employment, and local culture. In recent years, illegal migration has been a major political issue, with concerns about security, strain on public services, and the dilution of local identity being frequently raised. With this new SOP, Assam is aiming to take a firm stance. Officials believe that by quickly identifying and deporting illegal immigrants, they can protect jobs, resources, and cultural heritage while reducing pressures on infrastructure like schools, hospitals, and housing. Supporters say this will also strengthen national security by ensuring that those without proper documentation are not exploited by criminal networks. What are the concerns and criticisms? However, this isn't without controversy. Critics argue that such measures might target vulnerable communities unfairly and lead to human rights violations. There are concerns about due process. How will authorities ensure that innocent people, such as refugees or those fleeing persecution, are not wrongly deported? Many activists fear that without proper safeguards, the implementation of this SOP could lead to harassment or discrimination against minorities and poorer communities. Legal experts also point out that identification and deportation must follow strict constitutional guidelines and international human rights commitments. Otherwise, the policy could face legal challenges. What are the impact on politics and society? This move is bound to have wider political repercussions. Assam's identity has long been tied to movements like the Assam Accord, which sought to protect the rights of locals while addressing migration concerns. The new SOP is seen by some as fulfilling the promises made decades ago, while others see it as a politically motivated move ahead of future elections. At the same time, the policy is likely to influence debates in other states, especially border regions, where migration is a sensitive issue. It could lead to similar frameworks being proposed elsewhere, or even inspire national-level policies regarding immigration control. What are the regional and global implications? The policy also comes at a time when immigration is a global hot topic. From Europe to North America, countries are debating how to handle migration while balancing security and humanitarian concerns. Assam's approach could either serve as a case study or a warning depending on its implementation and outcomes. India's relationships with neighboring countries like Bangladesh will also be impacted. Diplomats and policymakers will need to ensure that cooperation and dialogue remain open, while also addressing security concerns in a responsible way. Let's check out what's next. Implementation is expected to begin in phases, and much will depend on how authorities enforce the rules while safeguarding rights. Legal frameworks, judicial oversight, and transparent procedures will be key to ensuring that this policy strengthens the region rather than destabilizing it. For now, Assam's SOP is a bold move aimed at addressing long-standing migration concerns. Whether it will succeed or face resistance remains to be seen. But one thing is clear. It's a policy that will shape not only Assam's future, but also discussions on migration and national security across India.